Hi, it's the Life of a Diplomat and I'm Ainuri Mengali. Today we will be joined by Dace Rutka, Ambassador of Latvia to Kazakhstan, who has recently begun her diplomatic posting here in Astana. She's looking forward to strengthening ties and building meaningful people-to-people connections between Latvia and Kazakhstan. On the program today, we will be discussing her priorities in this current role as well as long-term focus for bilateral cooperation. So let's get started.
Central Asia and Kazakhstan has been always important. We indeed need to know more about current Latvia and current Kazakhstan.
So what are the priorities?
Of course, to make stronger economical ties. But I saw that your people are rich in your heart, very similar with Latvian people. It's love to your country. You need to keep your uniqueness in front of other world because you are very special.
Madam Ambassador, hello and welcome to the program Life of a Diplomat.
Good day, labdien, it's in Latvian, Kairli Kern, and welcome in the Embassy of Latvia. It's a big privilege to have you here.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Proceed. Riga medieval charm or Astana's futuristic skyline?
Oh, I think that Riga, for even no questions, yes.
Yeah. Midsummer bonfires or Nauris spring celebrations?
So I'm expecting to see Nauris for the first time this spring. So at the moment, it's the first one.
Okay. Forest silence of Latvia or steppe silence of Kazakhstan?
Forest. I love forests.
Yes. Baltic design minimalism or Kazakh ornamental art?
I like Kazakh ornamental art, that's true, yes. It somehow took me very, very deep.
Cycling along the Baltic coast or horse riding in the steppe?
None of them.
None of them, okay. Latvian herbal tea or Kazakh tea with milk?
Kazakh tea with milk, yes, I enjoyed it.
Madam Ambassador, thank you very much for hosting us today. Thank you for sharing your time with us. Let us start our conversation today from discussing the current state of bilateral relations. How do you think they evolved of the recent years?
I would like to say that our bilateral relations didn't start only when we restored our diplomatic relations, because we restored diplomatic relations in 1992. So, and then it means that in December we will have already 34th anniversary of establishing diplomatic relations. But at the same time, you know that we have already more longer roots among our nations, and that helps very much. And I'm very happy to be also here in Kazakhstan and to work more for bilateral relations. Of course, one part is economical relations, and you know already so about our close cooperation in transport sector, because we offer also Latvia's territory for Kazakh goods, because we have very close cooperation between our railways, Latvian railway and Kazakh railway. Also, we have 3 ports. That means that when you go to the Latvian ports, then afterwards you can transfer goods to Northern Europe, to other parts of the world, even to Africa. This works very well. This works very well. For instance, our Minister of Transport last September visited Kazakhstan, and also your Minister of Transport previous visited Latvia. So this is very, very active field of cooperation.
Yes. So what is the vision for the future, for maybe expansion of current cooperation, current partnership? For instance,
we also looking for the direct flights between Latvia and Kazakhstan. By the way, till COVID time, there were Air Baltic, which is our national company, which preferred flights from Almaty to Riga. But then they stopped. So, and now again we are hoping probably to Kazakh company, because Skat Airlines promised to start flights this year. Let us see, let us hope. Of course, political cooperation, which is very, very important. We have political consultations format, we have intergovernmental commission, because we need to have good political cooperation between our countries.
Than other
absolutely, because it facilitates the way for some other branches, let's say, or fields of cooperation. And of course, very important, and I think that it's also one of my roles to work more to people-people ties, because to develop these human connections, that's very important.
Yeah.
So, and it's also possible via cultural exchange, via at least just more exchange among people. For instance, it was very interesting for me that your celebrity Dimash visited Latvia. He was in December with concert in Riga Arena, which is practically the biggest concert hall in Latvia, in capital. So
a lot of people showed for that.
Yes, and they were full of people, because afterwards I talked with the Kazakh ambassador in Riga, because obvious he visited this concert. So he told that it was occupied with people. So, and I was very happy about that. Yes.
So it's like a cultural ties that we are establishing as well. And it's
cultural ties, but that we indeed need to know more about current Latvia and current Kazakhstan.
So currently, I think it wouldn't be wrong to suggest that you're exploring the environment here in Kazakhstan, here in Astana, including business environment. So what are your thoughts on, perspectives
of course, because
trade and investments?
Because of course I arrived in the end of August. And that means that, first time, you need to do some accommodation, and to understand where you are, because it was my first trip and first being in the Central Asia and also in Kazakhstan. I've never been before. So of course you need to accumulate yourself in new environment. And of course you are learning new things. You are trying to understand what will be your priorities in your post, because of course you inherit what was before. So, and we had 5 Latvian ambassadors in Kazakhstan before me. It's of course good, but at the same time you always need to answer your question: what will be your priorities? What you are going to do in your term as ambassador of Latvia in Kazakhstan?
So what are the priorities in general?
One, of course, to make stronger economical ties. Of course, it's important, so that we need that we have things what we are buying and selling. So, of course, also to make more ties in other sectors, a more broad cooperation. I mentioned agriculture sector, some other sectors. Of course, visits, because it's important that our leaders are meeting, that they know their opinion about very important issues, what's going on at the moment. And as we know, we live in a very challenging environment at this stage. And of course, make these people-to-people connections. So education, this is one of the very, very big priority as well. Education, yes. Just also tourism. So because I met groups from Latvia who are coming here for hills. For skiing. So it may be we have closer places where to go in Europe, but there are people who are coming especially for Kazakhstan for skiing. So, and that's also for me very interesting. So, and not to Almaty, they went to northern Kazakhstan. So, I mean, there are of course a lot of things what you can do. I would say that also Kazakhstan has a very big initiatives and expertise in IT sector. Yes. Because we visited also Astana hub. So, and I think it's very innovative place. There are also several IT companies working from Latvia here who can offer Kazakhstan kind of their solutions. And it's also interesting that Latvia's experts are taking place in EU and Central Asia initiatives. For instance, in autumn started one of the digitalization initiatives where also Latvian experts are taking part. I think there are a lot of opportunities, and this is one of the areas which will be indeed to explore more and more.
Now, Ambassador, you just mentioned that you've arrived here in August last year, and so I'm very interested in what was your first impression upon arrival. You've mentioned this is the first time here in Kazakhstan, in our capital. So what was the impression, and how has it evolved during this period of time?
Okay, it's a good question. So, of course, when I arrived here, before my arrival, I read a lot of literatures about Kazakhstan. And of course, I understand that I'm going to be in a rich country, rich of natural resources, so with a very nice and beauty nature. But when I arrived here, of course, I saw also that. But I saw that your people are rich in your heart, rich in your emotions. So, and that's probably was something what I liked even more, because it's something personal that you feel hospitality of your people. So richness of your people in their heart. I think it's very, very important.
So the atmosphere was welcoming and you just felt it.
Very welcoming, yes. And of course, somehow I felt that your people are very deep in the heart.
Yeah. Maybe what are the aspects of cultural life or maybe traditions that stood out to you or just caught your attention and you thought, oh, that's interesting, or maybe that's similar, or maybe on the other hand very different to you?
Yes, I think that one of the signs what I noticed and which is very similar with Latvian people, it's love to your country. Which because you can't work by your heart if you don't love this country.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
And that I think it's one of the most important things. Love to your country. I like many Kazakh proverbs, but one what I usually try to say because I like it very much. So and it says that gold is in many countries, but your motherland is better than gold. And I think it's a good characteristic for Kazakh nation, for Kazakh people. So, and I hope that you will preserve it in years ahead because it's very important.
And it also resonates with you and,
Yes, that's what I mean, because also Latvian people are very patriotic because we also try to preserve our traditions. Of course, we know the modern world, so, and you can travel wherever you want. But at the same time, you try to update, to keep your traditions, your cultural heritage, and also to pass it to your children.
And mentioning your posting here, how does it influence your perspective on international diplomacy, on current affairs? How does it enrich you in maybe in some of the ways?
I'm in the very beginning because of course 5 months it's just still very beginning, but it's my first ambassadorial posting.
Oh,
and as you know, the first, it's always the first.
Yeah.
Of course, I did many postings in my diplomacy before. It's not the time for the first time abroad, of course not.
Yeah.
I did already several postings abroad and worked for my country in different embassies. But at the same time, I'm for the first time ambassador. And of course, it gives kind of the also. You feel a little bit privileged from the one hand. From the other hand, of course, you feel a big responsibility.
Yeah. Does it change any perspective, any feelings about your representation, about your duty here in Kazakhstan?
No, it didn't change because I think that as a personality, you met you already before you become ambassadors. Yeah. But the idea is that, of course, you feel a little bit probably more responsibility because you are the one who decide. So and that's important.
We were mentioning education, people-to-people ties. You said it's very important to you. So, what maybe concrete projects or initiatives you're working on currently to expand this potential? Yeah,
of course, education is indeed very important among countries. We have also the legal basis for that, agreements signed. But really, there are quite a lot of Latvian universities who are cooperating with Kazakhstan in students exchange, in professors exchange. According to my knowledge, more than 100 Kazakh students at the moment are learning in Latvia, studying in Latvia. They are studying in business, in IT sectors, in medicine, and that's also, I think, a good potential.
And you've mentioned that there are dozens or hundreds Latvian companies? 200, you said?
So 145 according to statistics.
Yes.
But probably not all of them are very active, but we met already with some of them. They are very active, for instance, in area like pharmacy, IT sector, of course, moving goods and like a transfer sector. I mean, they are working here and they are happy with their job.
Are you planning to bring more? And to create conditions for
I hope, of
this
course.
happening? Yeah.
I hope, of course, but it depends also from Kazakhstan, from the business environment here, because you can't insist to private companies to come. So you can suggest and you to show what is here, what could be advantages, but of course you can't insist.
Or vice versa for Kazakh enterprises in Latvia as well, yeah.
Yes, because we have an intergovernmental working commission, which is among the ministries. So, but we have also business council, which is kind of a level beyond, but where the companies can meet and try to make connections, of course, in order to make business. That's the aim.
Yes, talking about foreign politics and a little bit of geopolitics as well, generally, why Kazakhstan has been a part of Central Asia and why Central Asia in general as a region is important for Latvia nowadays.
No, I think that it's always been important for us. It's not only nowadays, but also when Latvia has its first presidency European Union, it was in 2015, we also prioritize Central Asian region to all European Union countries as one of the important parts where we need to pay attention, where we can cooperate. For Latvia, of course, there are a lot of opportunities all around. And we are members of the European Union, and I also want to say that we are for the first time elected in the United Nations Security Council. We are for the first, thank you. We are for the first 2 years. I mean, this year and next year, Latvia is at the moment in the Security Council, which is very important. And as also for Kazakhstan, multilateralism and UN, it's very important. It's also one of kind of the cooperation areas where we can exchange over experiences. And I think it. As I told, Central Asia and Kazakhstan has been always important, and of course now we want to more enhance our cooperation already in the concrete sectors.
Now, please tell us a little bit more about your career path. So what has led you into diplomacy? Why did you choose this profession for yourself?
You know, no one from my family has worked in the foreign relations or in diplomacy. But when Latvia restored independence in the beginning of 19th, it seems quite a very tempting area because we needed to make our foreign service just from the very beginning. And in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Latvia at that time, they were accepted a lot of professions because we didn't have a professional diplomats. There were also biologists and lawyers and a lot of kind of professions that was possible to gain in Latvia. I didn't start in the very beginning, but later on, when I tried, it seems for me very interesting because indeed, you can enlarge your vision about your country. You can learn a lot from other countries, and I think it's very, very interesting area. It's always a little bit challenging for women to connect your job because job in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and also in the embassies, it's time consuming. It takes a lot of your efforts, a lot of your strengths. Yeah. But this is one of the challenges to connect with your family, with your hobbies, with your free time. But in general, I'm very happy about this choice.
Can we say that you fulfilled your life with this career path, being a diplomat?
I think that yes, because it's very important for a person to have kind of the personal satisfaction about what you are doing. Even sometimes you have kind of the idea that what you are doing, it's like a drop in a big ocean. So, and it's, I mean, useless. But then you think that without this drop, So probably the ocean will be much smaller. So, and that I think it's important that you keep doing. And at the end of the day, something good should happen.
Yes, and what does it mean to you personally to represent your country abroad?
I think, of course, it's great privileged. But of course, it's a big responsibility about you, about your country, about your people in the embassy. But I'm happy to do that.
And being a designated ambassador of your country here in Kazakhstan, what would be your message to the people of Kazakhstan about your posting and about your vision of cooperation?
I think that it's very important that Kazakh nation keeps its cultural heritage, that you speak your Kazakh language because it's unique. So because your nature is unique, to my understanding, you need to keep your uniqueness in front of other world because you are very special. Special people, nice country. So, and of course, we need to develop more ties between our nations. That's our task. But in general, keep going. So you will succeed in that.